Hi everyone, in this video I'll be coloring in one of these two books. One is in use, one is not. There was a little mix-up when ordering and someone ended up accidentally ordering two of this book. So I'll be working in the one I have been working in, and this is just my spare. So I have these markers here. And they're paint markers, water-based paint markers. These ones are water-based, I believe. Paint markers. Yeah, most surfaces water-based, non-toxic, odorless. So that is accurate, okay? So I did have to rearrange the colors. In here, I did not like how they originally were set out, so I went with the colors of the rainbow, and then pink, and then the browns and the skin tones and stuff, and grays at the end. That should be going this way. All right. So the reason why this marker here is a different direction than the rest is because this is the marker I'm currently in use of. I had to stop coloring because food had come. So that was my marker of, okay, it's this marker I'm currently using because there's no numbers on the markers. So there isn't any marker numbers on there. So these are water-based. Really nice brush tip paint markers. Then I also have these ones, which again, I rearranged the color order than what I got when I received them to, again, colors of the rainbow plus pinks and browns and etc. So that is this one. Now there's no like separator at the bottom of the box, so they move around quite a lot and they don't like to stay in their spot, which is annoying. But in all fairness, it's actually better than the bag of alcohol markers I have. That one doesn't have any like sides reinforced, and it doesn't have anything on the bottom to separate the colors and keep them where they are. So at least this is a box. So it's a little better than that, but I wish that there was like a little platform inside there to keep them all in the right spot. Little something at the bottom that would, keep them from moving different levels and stuff. That would make my organizing so much easier. Now, I also have these markers, which are the Bic Won't Bleed markers, I believe. Oh, no, they're paper made, not Bic. And they're, they claim to not bleed, but that only applies on certain thicknesses of paper. So there are some papers where it does bleed through. All right. This is my Create Your Own book, which I've been starting. The paper in this book is a bit different than the paper in the book I'm going to be working on. So this one, it's better if I use like pencil crayons for the paper inside here. Unless I do a little hack, which I figured out myself. Which I have this kind of, it's supposed to be like a drawer liner, but it's basically dollar store vinyl. And it was white, and I just stuck it on one of these pages, which I think was this one. And that way I could use more marker type, more markers on the page itself, and everything. So there's that, and everything. So that's what this is at right now. I have some videos of me making it. This part here I did off screen, or these two pages I did off screen, and so that's where this book's at. Because it's the same kind of thing where it's a YouTuber's created like drawing prompt, coloring prompt book. I wanted to bring that up. The paper in this book is more marker compatible. I tried alcohol markers on one of these, and well, this is my start date here, if you can see that. So M. Jollymore, we got book 1 of 2, started December 25th, 2024 at 6:59 p.m. and I haven't completed it yet. Surprise, surprise. And then I was playing with my new paint markers in these sets, and this is the little design I came up with there. And then here, this was also playing around with my markers. new markers, just seeing how they perform and if they bled through, which they did not, thank goodness. So that's this one. Again, paint markers, just trying different Zentangles, which are my favorite things to doodle because there's not as much pressure to make them perfect. You know, Zentangles and abstract art, there's not as much pressure for it to be perfect. And that can be frustrating as an artist if you're trying to be perfect at every art piece you make. It can be very frustrating. So, this is again paint markers, new paint markers. I have some old paint markers here as well that I'm gonna try out, and everything. And then this one and this coming through here. This is the alcohol-based markers I have, which I will show you the packaging later. But that's what this side looks like. So after I realized that, I quickly changed back to my paint markers, so that I wasn't bleeding through. So this is the page I'm going to be coloring in this video. Now I'll show you the alcohol markers which bled through just for clarification. All right. Okay. All right. These. The Simpolia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. You can correct me in the comments, but please be nice about it because I'm a softie. And then this is what these are. So I'll take one out, show you what it looks like. All right, these are the ones that bled through, so I will not be using them. But I just wanted to show you in case you're watching this and you have this book too and you have these sets, just know that the alcohol markers do bleed through the pages. So, and now I have a spare of these books in case I mess up. So, it's only a matter of time before I do so. But anyway, now the Sharpies. The Sharpies, I did test Sharpies in the past. Thin tip Sharpies. And they bled through too. So, alright. So here are the Sharpies I had tested in the past with this booklet. I know this is a long video. You know what? It'll be a part 1, part 2. Part 1 will be all the materials I tested in this. So this is started December 25th with Sharpie marker, and as you can see, it did bleed through onto the yellow side of this page. So that's Sharpie. That's why I have as well. And with this here, the black marker in here, I used the black marker in these paper made won't bleed through fine tip markers here. And it did not bleed through. I'll show you. So, see, started, complete and started there. Not a sign of bleeding through either at the top or bottom. So, those work, and Sharpies do not for this book. Alright, so, and then my old paint markers are here. Now, the thing I like about my new paint markers is the nibs. The nibs on these markers aren't brush nibs. I think they're bullet nibs. I'll show you one of them. So that's what the nib looks like here. And these ones you have to do the shake and then tap on your on a scrap piece of canvas in order for the paint to come out, and everything. And that's why there's tape around them, because those ones are in use. So there's probably, this one's probably the same one, and I haven't used it yet. So yeah, it still has the white nib to it. Alright, so I love that the new ones I have, oh, these ones, 2 are dual-sided. I'm just bragging about my markers in this video, clearly. So, one marker end is fine tip. Okay, alright. And that's what one marker end looks like. And then the opposite end is brush tip. The ones in the casing are just brush tip. They're not dual tip. So, I love that it's brush tip. I do enjoy that feature. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed. These ones are fine tip. I'll show you what the nibs look like for these. But yeah, very fine tip nib marker here. But anyway, so next video, because this is already 10 minutes long, I will actually color something, okay? I'm sorry, I kind of got you excited. This is part 1 of 2. So next video, I will color something with all these markers, aside from the alcohol-based markers and the Sharpie ones, which bleed through. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. And if you're gonna comment, please be nice. Please be nice. In the comments. Anyway, comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.